Good morning. It's December the 10th, 2015. It's like 6 in the morning. Yeah, it's 5:59 a.m. So let's just say it's 6 in the morning. And I'm sorry about my last video. Someone was at the door, so I had to make the video short. Excuse me. So I would like to make a continuation or to continue recording where I last left off. And I was having, oh my gosh, I was having a conversation with Crystal, one spiritual witch, about rape and trust issues. And it's not even like the topic that I want to get out. It's not specifically aimed at a person. It's not specifically aimed towards men in particular. It could be, just about us being women in general, having to deal with, first of all, ourselves as females incarnate. We have physical bodies that are women, physical female bodies, and dealing with the emotional cycle of femininity is already enough, okay? Also I wanted to touch base about women and females, like friendships and women who kind of pretend to be your friend, or, smile in front of your face but really laugh behind your back and pretend they're your friend, which is another reason why, I mentioned be careful on appearances. People will come across as that they're here to support you and care about you, and things like that, of that nature, okay? And a lot of times I find that, sorry, I'm like fixing my hair. A lot of times I find that, however someone views you, okay, for example, if you're a girl, or the hair in my mouth, for example, don't mind my weirdness, eh? Oh, okay, I got it. For example, if you're a girl and, you're trusting because first of all, people that trust another person, whether they trust a female or a male, it is because they are trustworthy themselves, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean they're naive. It means that is how they view people, that is how they want to view people, and that is how they view themselves, okay? What you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself, is basically what you will think someone else is like, okay? So, what I'm trying to get at is what these women are doing, and now this is particularly about women because the last video I was talking about men and how just on a physical level they have, obviously, just as we have physical things such as menstrual problems, menstrual situations, hormonal situations, changes in our body and our emotions, and other feminine stuff that we have to deal with, men have their physical, things going on, right? So, as females, when we are trusting towards another woman and they're all like fake, or they pretend to be your friend, or they backstab you, basically that is who they are. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them, okay? I'm going to give you an example. A lot of females are intimidated by me, okay? I'll either attract women that think I'm very giving and loving, and so they try to take advantage of that. and use it towards themselves, like a psychic vampire type of thing, or they will, which obviously backfires on them, or they are extremely intimidated by me, and either way there's envy and jealousy there. And this is what I can pick up on it. Like I said, I was born with this thing where I instantly pick up people. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? But um, I lost my train of thought for a second. They get intimidated because they see me as very advanced. They see me not being afraid of them. They think to themselves, how the fuck does this girl keep going? How does she keep doing it? Okay, so their mind will start to play games with themselves, okay? Their mind will start thinking that either A, I'm hexing them, putting curses on them, that I'm doing the same thing back to them, which I do not do. I'm very advanced, I'm very aware of how hexes and curses work, but because I am very advanced, and there's a reason why I'm very advanced at this, is because I know not to put them on people, despite what people have done to me, despite anything else that's ever been put onto me. Never will I go off and physically put a hex on someone, because I know how bad that can backfire, okay? And so I see them on the YouTube, I have known them in person. If I share experiences, which it'll take a 3-hour long video about another woman who had like Greek and Persian background. She tried to give me something, a gift, and the whole thing was just fucked up, okay? The whole thing was fucked up. It was like this necklace, and it did not make sense because she told somebody else it was hers. It was unpacked. It's just a really fucked up story. But the second I saw this, I felt the energy. I can pick up the energy, and I did not take it home, nor did I wear it, because I felt something was messed up. And I threw it out, outdoors. Like, I got rid of it. And, this lady, every time, and I stopped talking to her, I completely blocked her out of my life. Like, I just completely stopped talking to her. And, she, kept trying to call me. Like, it was constant. She would call me and call me and call me, try to get in touch with me, leave me these messages, and, like, sometimes she was really nice, and sometimes she'd start screaming at me, saying that I'm gonna go to hell, that I'm weak and all this stuff, which, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, I hear from other people that she got hit by a bus, she got breast cancer, and they had to take out one of her breasts, she got divorced, she was living with a drug addict who was homeless, and then he went to prison again, so she had nowhere to go, nothing to do, and then all of a sudden, another friend who, at the time she was a friend, who knew her, was asking me what happened, and I was like, I want nothing to do with this person. And then one day she calls me, the other friend, and she's like, oh, I want to see you, I'm in front of the house, and I look in front, like, I look out the window, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's that, like, I'm just gonna say the Greek Persian, because I don't want to give out names, but she was there with her car. And I'm like, she fucking set me up. So I'm like, I can't. Like, I answered the phone. I gotta go now because I've been ignoring this other woman. And then I answer her friend's phone call, so it's gonna be a little obvious. So I went out. I got in the car, and she's the driver, obviously, the Greek Persian girl lady. And she's like, Talar, I've been trying to reach you for months. Did you not hear I ended up in the hospital? And I was just listening to her, and she's like, all these months, every time I try to contact you, every time, the more shit keeps happening to me. And she's like, I even fell at my mom, in front of my mom's doorstep, and I broke my leg. She goes, I got hit by a bus. They thought I wasn't gonna make it. And then they took her, like, her breast out and all this stuff. And I did not put 1 inch of hex on this lady. I did not curse this lady. She did it all to herself, because this is the way the karmic laws work, okay? These women have to understand that, and this goes for men too, this goes for anybody with fucked up intentions, okay, who think they're masters in the art of magic when they don't fucking know anything, okay? I'm sorry, I am sorry, but you are not a master in the art of magic if you do not know that what you send out will return to you when it comes to invoking, okay, and physically putting hexes on people. If you want to be this high magical whatever it is, why don't you work on your inner self, because that'll block out anything that's coming externally towards you, which is what I do, okay? And people don't get it, and they just, yeah, I say I'm a trickster, but you'll never understand that, because these people who are, these fake people who are all envious and stuff, they'll never be able to grasp that. They'll never be able to understand that. They'll never be able to grasp that, and they're only harming themselves. And this is why there is a plague is being cast upon this earth right now, and it will continue for many, many years to come. There are many condemned people, okay, generations to come, aeons ago. It goes to the children and the children and the children. And I'm all about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I'm not just about femininity, okay? But I'm here to make it work together. And I'm one of the rare women that will. Because there's a lot of women that they say they're in this for the divine feminine. And no, I don't buy it. I don't fucking buy it. I don't care if you take your dolls. I don't care if you use tarot, or if you, like, I'm not bashing people who do these things, but if you're going to use them and say that you're some sort of high magician, or you're a high magic, or whatever it is that you do, healer, whatever, witch, whatever, and all you're doing is concentrating on harming people instead of taking care of your own kids and your family and your husband, isn't that what the divine feminine is? I mean, she's a lot more than that, don't get me wrong. But you don't go harming people for no fucking reason, especially if you're just envious of them. You do not... That means you have fucking issues with yourself, and you need to work on yourself. So, despite that females, they think I'm hexing them, when it's their own duties coming back to them. And a lot of times I mirror. Okay, so I will come across these women as a threat, because I have an aspect of myself that they are seeing that they are neglecting within themselves, okay? So if that makes sense, I'm not sure, but people's greatest enemies are themselves, okay? That's it. Nobody will be a bigger enemy to you than your own self, especially if you're not working in your inner truth, your inner... I can say so much about this, it's not even funny, but... So, really get into that, but when it comes to, men and females and everything like that, as I've said in many videos, the divine feminine has been raped completely of her true self, her true identity, her nurturing aspects, her true power, her true self. And then they wonder, and then the people of today, they wonder why they're cursed, or, it's because there are women who, either they were men before or in other lives, or they, women, it doesn't mean just because you're a female, you're loving and nurturing. There's women past, or even in this present age, they rape men, they rape children too. And this is fucking deep conversation that I could really get into, and it'll probably startle a lot of people, but this is real shit that's happening in this world, and I'm exposing them. And that is why they fear me, because I am exposing them, and they just think that I'm fucking hexing them. I'm sorry, but you are hexing your own self. Nobody will hex you except yourself. Anytime you rape someone, future generations to come, your children, their children, and their children, and then you will incarnate as their children and children, will be hexed, will be condemned, and will be going through the judgment, okay? They will be going through judgment. So, a lot of people are going through this judgment right now, and they're feeling very low energy, and they're feeling they're being tested, and they're feeling that people are hexing them, when in fact it's just what they've done to themselves. It's what they've done in previous lives. Again, going back to my last videos, I've mentioned, or I think it was the cartomancy card deck reading that I did for that young man with the number 444, that I said, yeah, you know, well, what happens to energy? Where does it go? Greed, envy, dark energy, any emotion, any energy really. It could be good energy too, love, compassion. Where does the energy go? Whether it's in this life, whether it's in another life, whether whatever it is, okay? Where does the energy go? It always returns to you, because what you send out always returns to you. I've mentioned before, my life path number is 8. So whatever it is that I've had to go through in many previous lives, it's returning. The same people, the same people, the same people. It's returning. The same situations keep happening over and over and over. And it's always the fucking same. It is always the fucking same. And it's always, I'm the threat, or I'm the victim, and I have to be taken advantage of, or if I'm not being taken advantage of, I'm the one who's hexing. I'm the big fucking this. I'm the big fucking that. I'm the whore. I'm the one that's creating these plagues. You know, and people want my power. No one's gonna get it. Okay. Not in the long run. Okay? If you're a psychic vampire, if you're an energy vampire, if you think you can get away with taking advantage of another person, you may, maybe for a little bit, but in the long run, that dents you, okay? It dents you big time. It leaves dents and imbalances. So these people can think that my hair is growing, so out of... These people can think all they want to think, that I'm hexing them, when in fact I'm not doing a fucking thing. And they can run around in circles and try to think that they're protecting themselves, when in fact it's them doing it to themselves, alright? So you either think I'm a victim, or you think I am fearful, or whatever it is you want to feel about me, you continue to do that, okay? And, Crystal, that's not about you, by the way. Sorry, hon. It's coming out. Now it's coming out. But I am giving you a shout out because of the conversation and the email and all that stuff, and then I said I'd continue it. And because I'm sure there's other people who really relate to this that don't talk about it, you know what I mean? They don't talk about these things, or like hearing it from another person really sparks something for them, you know? I'm glad to say I feel no fear. Like, I feel no fear when it comes to people, you know, because I'm just so experienced in these realms. I'm so experienced. And I'm here to protect men, women, children, the youth from people like that and from situations like that and to show them the way on how to get, how to really utilize and work with their inner power and love themselves. Because that's the highest power that exists. True love, self-love is you. True love is yourself, okay? And that is the highest power that exists on this earth. It is the highest power that keeps this universe together. True love is the highest power. It is the highest form of magic. It is the highest fucking power. Nobody can break it. Nobody can destroy it. They can go hex people all they want. All they're doing is spinning. And then they're sending it forth to the earth, eh? They just want to use the elements and use its intentions in such a negative way and throw out this negative energy all around. That's all they want to do, eh? They want to pull it from the underworld. They want to pull it from the sky. They want to pull it from north, south, east, west. And then they just want to throw it out. And then what is that? Where does that energy go? Where does it go? Do they think it's going straight to the person they're afraid is hexing them? Do they, where does it go? Maybe it'll float around. It'll hit them for a month, a few weeks, a few days. And then some of them, they don't know what they're doing, and it'll just start flying around, and it goes and hits random people. And then that's another extra double dose, triple dose of the universe sending it back and hitting them with the sender right back. So, if you think I'm hexing you, not you, Crystal, other people, then you have it so wrong. Because someone who does high magic like me does not fucking hex people, alright? I allow myself to let you hex yourself. That is what I do. And I ain't getting in the way. You want to hex people, you only hexing yourself. And you think you're going to protect yourself from me, I'm not even a threat to you. You just think I am. And that is the greatest trick. That is the greatest trick. These people think I am a threat to them, and it's a compliment, really, because that is how you know that people are really, really fucked up, and they don't have good intentions, and they don't really have you as their highest good. Because someone who's authentic of their friendship and their love towards you will never doubt you, because they don't doubt themselves. Nobody's perfect, don't get me wrong. They'll have their ups and downs in here and there, and maybe questioning some things, but they would never doubt you because they don't doubt themselves. They will never doubt their own authenticity with their friendships, so they will never do that towards you, okay? So don't you ever, if anybody is bothering you, just, that's it. Close the door, send them well, send them blessings, and even if you don't want to send them blessings, that's it. Just say, you know what, thank you for the wisdom that I've learned, thank you for the life experiences, and close the door and allow yourself for a new door to open, for the right people to come into your life. It looks like that's already happening for you. Those people, you'll have a closed little circuit. And I highly recommend people have a closed little circuit rather than a massive group of people, because that itself is not very authentic, okay? Those small little group, when they mirror each other's truth towards each other and their authenticity, that fucking love grows and radiates. It radiates everywhere. And so whether you have clients, whether you have observers, whether you have other people, they will all pick that up. And, but you do need that little bit of that small group that really is there supporting each other. That's very important. So when I say, the 13 tribes or the 13 in the coven in the temple, I don't necessarily mean that there has to be 13 people doing this. And it's just, I metaphorically speak, okay? And, a lot of times I talk about certain things from the past. That's coming up for a lot of people right now. They went through past experiences and it's coming up again, past life experiences, karmic situations with other people, and things of that nature. So, yeah, So tomorrow's a new moon. So I'm glad I got this video out before then, because tomorrow the 11th is gonna be a new beginning. Ugh, every day is like a new beginning for me. But tomorrow's gonna be a new beginning, and I have something to gift Mother Earth today, or I may do it tomorrow, but I'm going to. I do this. I recently gave Smokey like a big chunk of smoky quartz that I had. I gifted it to, and a black, and a sphere, black obsidian. She's a little into the darker aspect. I gave it away to this girl as a holiday gift. She used to cry because her parents wouldn't get her these crystals, and she was so into them when she was like really, really young. She's a teenager now, but I gifted it to her because she totally connected with it. So I gifted it. I'm like, why not? And so what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I have a big chunk of rose quartz. I'm going to gift that to the earth. I'm gonna go to my tree that I've been working with and really plant it down in the ground and set intentions. So that's gonna be good. That's gonna be interesting. I usually gift. Some people are like, why do you do that? It's expensive. Crystals are expensive. Why do you give them away or whatever? But energy. It's all energy, okay? I'm not going to get into it. These are personal stuff for me. Like, I don't question why people do this and people do that. I do things because I want to do it. And that's that. So, happy new moon. If you guys don't see me for the next week, because I've already uploaded enough videos. Yesterday I uploaded like 3. And it's already, Thursday today now? It's Thursday now. So, I don't know why I'm even coughing. I'm not even sick. So, have a good day, and have a good day. Alright. Bye.